So when it was announced that the Minnesota Vikings had signed former Baltimore Ravens nose tackle Michael Pierce to a 3-year, $27 million deal, we were like, all right, let's get in, let's wait for the details, and let's look at this deal. And, I mean, capologist Rob freaking Bryzezinski did it yet again. Let's just get this out of the way right now. I mean, get you a capologist who looks at the numbers the way that Rob Bryzezinski does. Because even though the Vikings, through a couple of interesting moves, have racked up a lot of dead money on their cap, they're still making it freaking work. And it's this Michael Pierce contract is just yet another Rob Bryzezinski masterpiece. So let's dive into it. So first and foremost, a $6 million signing bonus. Now, the way that that's going to affect the cap is that it splits up over the 3 years. So it prorates up $2 million dead cap hit over the next 3 years. That is the rub. Now it gets interesting. So 2020, he has a production value, by the way. He has a $3 million base salary, tiny, as well as a $100,000 workout bonus. That's via Ben Gessling. Gessling of the Strip, he's really good at breaking down stuff like this. So that equals out to a $5.1 million cap hit. So that's very teeny tiny. Makes it work with the Vikings' tight 2020 cap situation. And that's what we expected. Like we said, a la how they structured the Anthony DeBar contract last year. Very small first season cap hit, and then it expands in the next season. So now the Vikings technically could get out of Pierce's contract after 1 year. Like, say he's not playing that well, say his weight is fluctuating and not under control, which, with large players, that's always a point of concern. But so the spot rack graphic is actually incorrect. So the Vikings can get out of his deal with $4 million in dead cap. Oh, I guess it's right on the second line, not right on the first line. You know what I mean? Whatever. So the Vikings can move on from Pierce after 1 year into the $3 million deal with a $4 million cap it. Now, that's $2 million of the signing bonus, as well as $2 million of the base salary that's going to be guaranteed going forward. So that equals out to $4 million. So that's pretty amazing. Also, next year he has a base salary of $7.9 million, and again, that's only guaranteed on the third day of the new league year. So the Vikings again can pull that contract if he's not living up to it, as well as got various roster and workout bonus, equals out to a cap hit of $10.5 million. But again, with the cap hit, with the CBA kicking in next year, the cap's going to skyrocket, so this does make a lot of sense. And then year 3, 2022, it gives the Vikings maximum flexibility because, again, his base salary isn't guaranteed until the third day of the new league year. And then also, he only carries a $2 million dead cap. Again, that's a prorated signing bonus that carries over to year 3. So he carries an $11.5 million cap hit. So overall, I mean, this is just a great contract. This is a performance-based, pay-as-you-go type contract where a player gets a nice little signing bonus up front, $6 million for sure. But of the 18 total guaranteed, it is really parsed out because, I mean, the $9 million dead cap hit, which is in 2020, it's not going to come into factor because, of course, you're not going to cut him after 1 year. But the way that it just does trickle down into the future, I think this is a very well-structured deal. I think this is fair to the player. I think this is very fair to the team as well. And, he's young enough where he's going to be 29 after this deal expires. So it could be in line for a second deal here with the Vikings, a la what happened with Linval Joseph. He did sign a second deal here with the Vikings after coming over from the Giants. So I'm excited. I get a great young player who's just going to absorb bodies in the middle. I think he's really going to help shore up the Vikings run game, as well as because we got Rob freaking Bryzezinski. It doesn't hurt the Vikings cap too much either. It makes a lot of financial prudent sense. So your thoughts inside the Michael Pierce contract, let us know in the comment section below. Also, subscribe for daily Vikings takes. If you want to support the work, pull us on the Venmo, plus give us a follow on social media as well. But until next time, Skull, production value.